chronograph since the early 1930s. By the end of the decade, they launched the Oyster chronograph with its patented waterproof case. Its durability and accuracy, combined with a tachymetric scale on the dial to measure average speed, made it the incomparable timing device for race car drivers. Through the decades, cars were getting faster, designs were getting sleeker, and endurance racing was gaining in popularity. In 1962, Daytona International Speedway launched the first edition of the event that would become the premier endurance race in North America, the 24 Hours of Daytona. A year later, in 1963, Rolex introduced a new generation chronograph. It was called the Cosmograph. It featured inverse color schemes for the main dial and subsidiary dials, and its tachymetric scale was now engraved on the bezel. These changes greatly enhanced legibility for racing drivers, who needed their timings and average speeds quickly and easily. As the official timepiece of the Daytona International Speedway, Rolex awarded a watch to the winners of the landmark endurance race. The new chronograph became a much coveted trophy. Soon the word Daytona was added on its dial. It became the Cosmograph Daytona. Screen idol Paul Newman, it may come as news to some, was a highly accomplished racing driver and team owner. He wore a Rolex Daytona with a specific dial, which has been informally named after him. Racing legend Sir Jackie Stewart, the Flying Scot, has been a long-time champion of Rolex and served as the Grand Marshal at the 50th anniversary of the Rolex 24 at Daytona. Tom Christensen, who holds the record for the most wins of the 24 Hours of Le Mans, is also a fan of the Daytona. For the new millennium, Rolex introduced a new high-performance self-winding movement for the Cosmograph Daytona, Caliber 4130. In its ongoing commitment to motorsport, in January 2013, Rolex became the official timepiece and global partner of Formula One. The Rolex Cosmograph Daytona is a timing device of superior stature. Its accuracy, efficiency, and reliability make it one of the finest examples of the timekeeping art. A classic instance of form following function, yielding an astonishing result.